Hey, welcome everybody. This is Q Live opening day. We are so excited. I hope you are too. We wish you were here. If you're on your way here, we can't wait to see you. Come on over and say hi. My name is Scott Bedley. I'm a fourth grade teacher. I also work with Green Guardians, an environmental literacy company. But I'm really excited to have a special guest. Our first guest here live in this morning is Laura Bradley. Laura, welcome to Q Live 2023 Spring Q. How are you feeling this morning?
I'm pretty excited to be here. It's been a while, been a few years, so it's great to be back.
It has. It's been a few years for a lot of people, but I can definitely feel the electricity in the air. I know you're coming in to do 3 sessions, right?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Can you tell us about some of those sessions and what you're going to be presenting on?
Absolutely. I'm starting today with coding in the content areas, and I have been doing Hour of Code with my kids for a lot of years. I think a lot of teachers have, which is great, but I think it's time that we push past just an hour and we actually look at how coding can be used in classes like science or history or math or English to give kids more opportunities to show what they know and also to demonstrate their learning in really creative and challenging ways. So the coding session is today at 12:40 in the Pasadena room. I'm really excited about that.
So let me ask you about the coding session. So I'm all on board with more coding, especially when it ties to literacy
Yes.
and education and the whole element that goes along with reading and writing because of the detail that kids have to
Yes.
do in coding. So tell us, maybe give us a little nugget that about your session that people will rush to fill your room.
Well, one part is they're actually going to do some coding themselves, the way our students can do it. So they're going to get a little intro to coding. Also, I'm going to be sharing quite a few examples of coding projects that were done in my classes and in other middle school and high school classes where, for instance, a science teacher gave students an option. Not everyone had to code, but if they wanted to, they could demonstrate concept through coding. So if a teacher is thinking, I don't see how this could apply in my content area, they're going to see a lot of examples as well as quite a few resources, online resources that would support them and their students in tackling this.
So it sounds like you're saying any teacher can do coding, even if they're afraid of coding.
Yes, that was me. That was me. And fortunately, we have so many options available to us, not just video tutorials, but full lesson plans, curriculum, unit plans. So a teacher who's new to coding can take their students through those steps, but they can also just offer it to their students. They can say, well, maybe you want to do a sketch note, maybe you want to do a video, but maybe you want to code. And if you do, here are some resources you can use.
That's fantastic. Laura, can you talk to us about your next session
Yes,
coming up?
yes. So tomorrow at 3 o'clock, I have called Project Writing. And I was a writing teacher for 25 years, and it's like pulling teeth. And so I discovered over the years that rather than assigning students one piece of writing and then another piece of writing and then another piece of writing, if we wrap a lot of writing standards into a big, really engaging project, then the kids are much more likely to get invested in it. And you need to be invested in writing if you're going to proofread. Otherwise, they'll write, turn it in, not proofread. But if it's a project that will end up being published and shared widely, then they're much more likely to spend that time proofreading. So it's looking at writing and projects and really use of technology to support those projects.
Yeah, that audience really drives kids to look for the quality, especially when they know their friends
Yes, it does.
might read what they're doing. So can you give us a little sneak peek into what somebody might, if they're at home and they can't be here and be in your session,
right,
what they might be able to take away just right now in this moment?
Absolutely. My favorite writing project is NaNoWriMo, which stands for National Novel Writing Month. And while writing a novel might seem crazy in, say, a middle school class, NaNoWriMo provides curriculum for kindergarten all the way through high school and adults. So novel becomes an appropriate writing project based on the age. And so, really think about projects coming up with the lessons and the unit. NaNoWriMo provides all of that for free for teachers. And I have some other writing projects as well.
Wow. So write that down, because that sounds like I need a pen and paper. Somebody,
Yeah, that's
quick.
project-based writing, 3 o'clock in the Sierra Ventura rooms.
Awesome. And then you have one more session.
Yes, I do. On Saturday, so media literacy is so critical. Our kids need to be able to really analyze what they're looking at, what they're consuming. But I know that the best way to build those media skills is when the kids make the media themselves. Just like writing the novels, they become much more critical readers. So I'm doing a session on the powerful possibilities with Adobe Express. So my students use it to make graphics for our fall news show. They use Adobe to make little videos for my English class, for our news show class. And now these gorgeous web pages with Adobe. One of my writing projects is a magazine, which we've always done with paper. And now my students do that online with Adobe, and they're just these gorgeous digital magazines. So it really builds creativity and communication and writing, but also they become critical readers of media because they're making it themselves.
Laura, you know what I love about all that you're sharing is it feels so student-centered, and it feels so engaging. And really, in this time when we're coming out of COVID, kids need to be engaged more than ever. They need to be a part of that learning process. And it sounds like if you're here or you're at home, take that away from this conversation with Laura. And I know she really believes in that.
Thank you.
And I think you're going to see it. If you get to go to her sessions, you're going to get to see that in what she presents. So
thank you.
Thank you so much, Laura, for being here today.
Thank you. Great to be here.
Yeah, have a great conference, and we'll look
you.
to see you around.
All right. Take care.